and welcome to TWS. I'm Shreya and this is Custom Setups 2026. Custom Setups is a yearly video that I do, which is basically a collection of recommendations for customization apps. Now, this year we have three categories, and each of the categories has one choice that I've picked. There were some apps that came very close to being one of the choices, but I just couldn't pick them because of the obvious downsides. I'll get to those in a minute, but for now, jumping right in, category 1 is the custom launcher. So I tested a bunch of third-party launchers, and the one I can recommend most easily is the AIO launcher. It basically makes your home screen a stack of widgets. So this is how the setup looks like, and you have an apps list instead of an app screen or drawer, as you can call it. And it's pretty nice because it kind of reminds you of OG Android. This app has both a free version and a paid version, and the paid version has two tiers. One is one-time payment for all the extra customization stuff, and the second tier is a monthly subscription, which basically gives you the ChatGPT integrated version. Now, editing the home screen is gonna take a little time to get used to because it's a little different, but there are a ton of widgets available because that's the core of this launcher, and I think it's pretty good. Now, coming to the good stuff and the not so nice stuff. The good things about this launcher are that it's very smooth and responsive. I have not found it lagging or unresponsive in any situation, and there are no major bugs that I found, although there are a few which I'll get to later. And B, that it's a unique approach to the concept of a launcher where you have an app screen and home screen, and widgets are just optional interfaces on your home screen, whereas here the widgets are the core of this launcher. Now, the bad things about this launcher are that there are a few minor bugs within the widgets. Okay, wait. So I was gonna talk about a bug in the habit tracker widget, which made it reset to the default habits, but now that has been fixed with the latest update that just occurred during this edit. And so the habit tracker widget from the AIO store works now, but I think I'll keep my third party widget because personally I feel it adds this nice pop of color. Speaking of third party widgets, while some of them fit in pretty great and add this nice accent color, some of them just don't look right. And even though you get a fair amount of customization in the free version, some very basic features have been put behind the paywall. Like, you can't change the icon shape or size. Plus, you can't add widgets side by side. It's only one option, and that is a stack of widgets. But yeah, overall, I would say this is a pretty good choice for a custom launcher. Definitely would recommend if you're into customization. There was one other launcher that I tested that I almost picked for being the choice, and that is Launchair. It's open source and there's an active community working on it. But the main issue I had with it was that whenever I closed an app, instead of the smooth sucking in or fading animation, the app icon would just float and go to the top left corner of the screen, or even worse, would go and sit on another icon on this home screen, which would just disable the other icon for around 10 seconds. And even though it was a pretty responsive and smooth launcher, the amount of customization you could do is actually pretty less, especially when compared to AIO. The next category is wallpapers. Now, this time, the recommendation is not an app, it's a Twitter handle which posts wallpapers that you can save in 4K, but they also have a Telegram channel where they post images regularly. The main downside though is that a lot of these images are AI generated. And personally, as an artist, I'm not for using AI generated art. So, yeah, I just had to very carefully handpick some good ones which were not AI generated, or even if they were not artsy. So, other than the selected images that I got from here, I used my own artworks as wallpapers this time, and some other images from Pexels and Unsplash. The third category is widgets. Now, for this category, I have two recommendations. One is a paid one, and the other one's a free one. The paid one is called Material Widgets, and its actual price is around 80 rupees, but I got to download it for 25 rupees when there was a sale going on from the developer because of the release of another new app. Now, if we talk about the hype is to quality ratio, I would say it's nearly there, but not fully. Because functionality wise, these widgets work. Like, even some of the niche ones work pretty well. The main caveat is that the design of these widgets is not 100% how they are showcased. Like, most of these circular widgets are not exactly a proper circle, and so they don't fit in like you would expect exactly, and the sizes just look off. And here, as you can see, in the preview of the widget, the font, which is like the dotted nothing kind of font, looks pretty clear and readable. But whereas when I put it on the home screen, it just becomes like this less clear version of itself. Yeah, if you're spending 80 rupees and you're expecting the widgets to work really good, then they do. But design wise, not 100% there. The second recommendation is this app called Android Widgets Material U by this particular developer. And this app is mainly going for a minimalist approach. So even though you don't have a ton of variety, you do get clean looking customizable widgets. The not so nice stuff here is that you get way less variety of widgets available. And if you want more, you'll have to pay for the premium version. So yeah, that was it. Those were the recommendations for custom setup this year. If you're into tech stuff, do subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel.